What the fuck is up, everybody? I hope y'all can hear me. I'm giving people time to get in the building. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. If you're new to my channel, I'm gonna have to put out some of my other shows. I had to put some things up for a few minutes, but try to catch, my back down memory lanes, dirty family secrets, all of this stuff. I expose fraudulent family members, government officials. I expose individuals that's in communities or platforms. Anybody who has any type of affiliations with each other when it comes to scamming, when it comes to things like inheritance theft, fake deaths, fake documents, things of that nature. I appreciate everybody who supports my channel. I'm going to wait about 2 more minutes and we're going to go ahead and get into this information. And if somebody come in, one of my family members, let me know y'all can hear me because I'm not connected to my computer today. All right, I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm going to get started. The first thing I want to do is get into some careers. I want to see what type of careers that's involved in all of this scamming and stuff, especially when we talking about government officials. I want to get a few careers. And y'all might hear the microwave go off in a minute. I'm trying to make some coffee. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I want to get into the careers of these people first before I even get to names or any of that other stuff. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I hope y'all can hear me. When one of my family members come in, somebody let me know if y'all can hear me because I'm not on my computer. We're getting into the careers first before we get into these names. That's connected to the Torotten people. And these 3 names that I have listed in this video. The first thing we got is a mail person. Now I know somebody in the mail delivery departments, FedEx, UPS, United States Postal Service. We know it's some stuff that's going on with mail fraud. So we got a mail person that came out here. Now we got a nurse out here. We know it's a nurse that's involved. And I'm going to put the names together. We're going to figure out who these people is. Mail persons. We got nurse. We got an architect. We got an artist. And on this picture with the artist is somebody that like to paint. But an artist could be any type of artist. It could be a rap artist. It could be an R&B artist. I'm just saying somebody who, shoot. Let me see what come out after. But then we got chef. We got a chef out here as well. Anybody that come in the building, and if you can hear me, let me know. We got architect twice. I don't know if somebody into building, landscaping, or if they done, took some buildings or some land or something like that. Or even an architect could be the person who actually put together all of this bullshit that's going on. We got a policeman out here. We already know that the policeman is involved because there's a lot of corrupted officials that's involved. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We already know this. And this is all across the globe. And I'm talking about in different states. Then we got an astronaut out here. Now, what I get from this astronaut, it could be very well somebody who working in science or, like NASA, somewhere like that. Or somebody could have history. Because let's remember, these could be, some of the people could be deceased whose names is going to come out because we're looking for victims. We're looking for suspects, affiliates, family members, all of that. We got a lawyer out here, a professor. So we got a professor, a lawyer, a male person that came out here twice. So we know a male person is definitely involved in this situation. Then we got a carpenter. So somebody could be into, like I said, constructing houses or something like that. Because we got architect and a carpenter out here. And then we got the nurse and the doctor. We got the nurse and the doctor, and then we got a person out here twice. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. If you just coming in the building, we're going into the backgrounds and information of the individuals that's involved in all of this scamming and scheming, including the Torotten bitches. And I'm going first the information that I'm getting from my cards for whatever careers that they might be involved in. This is the first thing that I'm doing, and I'll go back over them one more time after I call them all out. We got artists out here twice. We got an old maid out here. We got somebody, okay, an old ass lady, somebody, they like cats. Somebody might have a black and white cat with some pink, the ears is pink on the inside. Somebody might have a white cat with like, excuse me, gray, like a little gray strip on the top of it with a pink nose and pink ears. And they might have like a little gray cat with some stripes on it. Somebody's cat might like to play with a yarn ball or something like that. Somebody might have a checkerboard blanket or like a turquoise blue chair. I see also a like orange looking cat with a white streak down the nose, pink ears, pink nose. This could be a light complected old lady, but then that looks like it's the lights that's on it. But when you look at her feet, they look dark. Somebody got a lot of cats, at least 4 cats. A black, brown, white, and grayish looking cat. I mean, orange looking cat. Or either it's 4 different colors of people or backgrounds and nationalities of these old maids. Then we got Professor out here twice, and we got a firefighter. So I'm going to go back over everything that we have out here one more time. We got this old maid with these 4 different cats. We got a firefighter out here. Both of these are out here only ones. We got the doctor out here once. We got the carpenter out here once. We got the professor out here twice. Lawyer out here once. Astronaut out here once. Police officer out here once. We got architect out here. Artist. We have artist out here twice. Let me do artist first. We got artist out here twice. We got chef out here once. We got male person out here twice. We got a nurse out here once. And we got architect out here twice. So those are all the careers of any of these individuals that might be involved. I'm talking about the target people. It could be the deceased. It could be the people that was stolen from. I'm just saying. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be an associate. It could be any of that. All right, let's get into, I want to get some clues of what these people been doing. And when one of my family members come in, please let me know if y'all can hear me. My bad. I was trying to make sure I ain't dropping nothing on the ground. I'm going to run through this real fast because I wasn't going to come up here and do this. But, you know, it's just too many motherfuckers keep talking about who they don't know, what they ain't involved in. They involved in a lot of shit. So I wanted to connect the dots. The first thing I did was I went through the careers of what came out. Now I want to get some clues on what these people been doing. And like I said, I'm going to run through this real fast, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. More dirty family secrets. Because you know what? You got a lot of these people who sit up in these churches every Sunday and Saturday and shit. You know, and act like they're just so sanctified and they don't think about anything evil and stuff like that. But then at night, they're thinking about wickedness. They stealing. They killing family members. Stealing people's insurance policies and inheritances and shit like that. Or either, you know, committing people to mental hospitals. Like, it's a lot of shit going on with these folks. And when I'm talking about mental hospitals, wrongful convictions and things like that, you also, excuse me, y'all, you also have to pay attention to the careers and stuff that I brought out because this is a high level of corruption. They got doctors, lawyers, like I said, architects, because they got folks tearing shit down and reconstructing stuff. You got folks stealing people's oil and, you know, mineral rights and shit like that. This shit is deeper than these people scamming with credit cards and shit like that. It's a lot of clues coming out because there's been a lot of crimes being committed by these people, a lot of murders and shit. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And then one card stayed out of my code names, Rock and London. That card wasn't even supposed to be out. But Rock and London is on this card. So I don't know if somebody been to London or somebody's name could be London or somebody trying to go to London or if it's something stolen or money or something from London. As far as the rock, I don't know if somebody, you know, it could have been blunt force trauma with a rock. Somebody might be smoking rocks. That could be somebody's nickname, rock. Something that can be hidden under a rock or around a rock. Somebody might love to collect rocks. That's a lot of shit coming out. I might as well have just laid all these down and just put them in whatever order Spirit told me. Let's remember the connection to these wicked motherfuckers. Oh, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. The setup, the connection, all of that to the Torotten hoes. My inheritance, several other people's inheritances and shit, because it's just not about me. And the connection to these wicked ass uncles and this maggot bitch right here of mine. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. And when somebody come in, let me know y'all can hear me. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, the billiard room came out in reverse, and I get the billiard room because it's a club involved in this. All these meetings, all this bullshit that was going on, and they ain't making no money. All that high class shit, they broke. Then we got the dining room right here in the upright because they be sitting in the dining room having meetings. I don't know why I'm seeing people with these big tables or, chairs or shit, or they think they some mob bosses or something. I don't know, but they be sitting around the table having these meetings and shit, trying to figure out what's going on. That's why the billiard room in the reverse. And then you got Miss Peacock in the reverse, which this is somebody maybe who have a short bob or light complected skin. They could be Latino or something like that. We also know who Miss Peacock is in the clue deck. So this somebody with multiple husbands and want to keep her secrets. But she in the reverse, and then we got a rope out here in the upright because I guess she done hung herself. And then we got the revolver in the upright. I don't know. It could have been a strangulation or it could have been a murder, a killing. This person could have been unalive, or this is the person they was trying to unalive because I see billiard room in the reverse, which means that whatever meetings or plans or whatever they had or whatever they was trying to do, that's not going on anymore. Then we get the dining room right here. Or if they could have said something happened inside of a billiard room, which could have been a club or something like that. But then we see a dining room right here, and it do look like it's some stains or something on the floor in the upright with this woman in the reverse, and then we got a rope and a gun. So it could have very well been somebody who maybe have had 3 husbands or was cheating or was doing something and maybe have gotten hung and or shot. And then we got Professor Plum that comes out in the upright. Maybe there's somebody who wear glasses, short haircut, might be light complected skin. But Professor Plum is always somebody who trying to put shit together as well. Maybe they was behind whatever happened to this woman. And it could be any complexion. I'm just giving the information on how I'm seeing the card. So they could be, brown skin, the dark, dark complected. Professor Plum that came out again. He's a fearless archaeologist. And remember, I pulled out, excuse me, architect in the careers cards with a thirst for adventure and a sudden lack of funding. So this is a broke motherfucker. They always, going on adventurous things and shit, and maybe this is what they talking about. This might be some murders or strangulations or something. And then you got this woman, like I said, in the reverse, she got Dr. Orchid. Dr. Orchid, she's a mysterious genius who will go to any length to protect her secrets. Now, when I'm looking at the people that's involved in the stuff that I'm talking about and the names that I got on now, this is a bitch like Cossetta. She thinks she a genius. She thinks she the type of person who can get away with a lot of shit. She the type of individual who like, and this is why it's coming out halfway, sideways, because she think that, but that's really not her. Because she trying to protect her secrets, because she knows she involved in all of this shit that went on with this inheritance stuff and all of this stuff. And both of these pictures kind of look the same as well, flipped over with this bob and this like complected skin. Or it could very well be the Shanita bitch. Because we know she behind a whole lot of shit. A lot of these hoes be changing their hairstyles and shit, wearing these wigs. Then we got the living room in the upright, and then the living room in the reverse. So they must have been doing some type of, having some meetings or something. Like I said, spells, and or it could have been crimes committed. Whether it's, like I said, clubs or whatever, lodges, temples. We got the living room. The only thing that's in the upright is the dining room. And then it could have been something very well with this doctor, because we did see the doctor come out. And we got Dr. Orchard now, which was halfway and in the upright. It could have been something done with some injections or medication or something like that as well. And then you got Colonial Mustard that came out right after her in the upright with evidence on it. Maybe it was evidence that she was involved in something. And Doctor, she could have very well been the one that had everything. Then we got this knife out here that's in the upright. There's a lot of crimes and murders and shit been going on, stabbings, shootings. Maybe this rope mean tying people up and shit. Yeah, it's a lot of this coming out. We got the knife in the upright. And then we already saw the revolver and the rope once. But now the rope is in the upright again, right behind the knife. The candlestick is in the upright. So they've been working magic and all kind of shit right behind the rope. But this shit ain't working because the kitchen card came out in the reverse. Evidence in the living room of whatever it is they've been doing in the upright. We got this Colonial Mustard that keep coming out. We already seen police officer was involved. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I hope y'all can hear me. We already seen this Colonial Mustard involved, so we know it's a police officer involved. And then we got Miss Peacock, evidence in the reverse. This Miss Peacock keep being in the reverse. Let me see what spirit send me. Okay. What I'm getting, we got the kitchen in the reverse, then we got the living room in the upright. Colonial Mustard and this Miss Peacock. Now let's remember Miss Peacock and this evidence that's in the reverse. They must have been having some type of relationship or something, because he came out with evidence in the upright before. So he must have some evidence on her. But she don't have no evidence on him or whatever the crimes is or whatever she trying to indicate him in. It's a police officer involved in this shit. But then you got the dining room over here with evidence that came up in the upright. So it could very well be evidence on both of them, and they pissed off. They having a war. Them two going back and forth with each other. Dining room in the upright. Maybe she trying to say he ain't got no evidence on her, but Mr. Green came out in the upright because I guess she think he green. But Miss Peacock in the reverse again, because he don't believe shit she's saying. And then Study came out in the upright. He paying closer attention to what's being said. about whatever going on. And look, candlestick, she trying to work magic. Candlestick came out in the upright. And then a knife came out in the upright. We got living room. Maybe she trying to trick him right there, stab him in the back, work some kind of magic on him. And she think he green, but it's in the reverse. We got study. And see, all of these people, they was committing some type of crimes together. So it's like now everybody turning against each other. You got too many knives and ropes and because like another rope that came out here sideways and candlesticks and then you got the dining room, the living room, the kitchen. Like the billiard room has only been out here once in the reverse, and that's kind of saying, look, the knife in the upright, excuse me, in the upright halfway. Then you got the living room in the upright halfway. You got this Dr. Orchard. Somebody could be sick too. You got a lot of revolvers and knives and guns and candlesticks and shit coming out here. Colonial Mustard. He's a hero to the outside world, but someone who knows about his dark side might be blackmailing him. See, that's what she's trying to do, blackmail whoever this police officer is that's involved. All of them is, really. That's why they got this Mr. Green keep popping out. They think this police officer Green and Miss Scarlett, excuse me, Miss Scarlett is in the reverse. This is the blonde head. She think he green, but she in the reverse. He know what's going on with all of this shit. This Dr. Orchard in the reverse as well with evidence. Maybe her and this blonde head was working together. Yep, Miss Scarlett halfway. It's two blonde heads involved. It's two blonde heads and somebody with dark hair. And we got the candlesticks halfway. Living room halfway, so they still doing magic and shit. But this man who they I guess thought was Mr. Green, and really he hanging all of them. To be honest, it's one person, it's one man that's really hanging everybody out to dry, planning on, I guess, doing all of this. It is, or either this is all of the victims, because it's a lot of faces out here, and the only thing that's coming out is so much other stuff that's included. But you got all of these different men and women out here, and it's like the cards is falling out with a candlestick. Maybe they was killed with magic, or then a gun. Maybe they was shot. Maybe they was hung. Then you got a knife out here with stabbing. Then you will have places like the living room or the dining room. It might be a dining room in the upright, but then a living room in the reverse. And then you got Mr. Green in the middle and a gun come out. So it might very well be giving the information because we got a rope that just came out again in the upright. And we got rope that came out in the upright with evidence. That's two ropes that done came out there with evidence. We got a card out here with a magnifying glass, and in the center of the magnifying glass is a fingerprint. And then we got this Miss Peacock. Now remember, she's the one in the group that has three husbands and trying to hide her secret. So did she leave her fingerprint, or is Miss Peacock the one that was tied up? Or is she the one that they planning on doing something to? Or is she connected to something like this? Because these two ropes, a magnifying glass with the fingerprint in the center and then Miss Peacock in the upright, and Colonial Mustard is in the reverse. Maybe this person was dealing with the police officer, and we already seen that he's being blackmailed, and now he in the reverse. Maybe this is all the shit she was trying to do, but let's remember he came out at the top with evidence, and then she came out right behind him with no evidence in the reverse. And here we go with this kitchen in the upright again. And look, we got a knife that's in the reverse, because she was trying to do some witchy poo shit or some fuck shit, these hoes, and stab. Look, and Miss Peacock came out again in the upright. And we already seen the candlestick and shit. She was trying to do everything she can to stab this man in the back, and she been blackmailing him. These two was working together. And this could be Cossetta and one of them. Mr. Green in the reverse. And then this could very well be too. She was trying to trap the nigga in a situation or trap him in a relationship. Look, the revolver in the upright. And then the study with evidence. Maybe it was a man or something that was involved in this that they thought was Green, and he don't realize some shit was going on. Because we got the last card that flipped over in the clues is evidence with the study. And then this Miss Scarlet in the upright, which is the blonde head. It's evidence been found somewhere. It's a lot of evidence out here. A lot of evidence. A lot of guns and knives. And so that means it has to have been multiple killings or multiple people being stabbed in the back or multiple things that's been taken or something like that. Y'all like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. One second, y'all. Because I like to keep up my stuff so it does not get mixed up. Hold on 1 second. If you're just coming in the building, please like, share, subscribe, button. And give me half a second because my phone going dead, y'all. Let me mute this up right quick while I connect my stuff. Give me 1 second. And y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. All right, y'all. Let me see something. Let me get into the names. All I'm going to pull, if it's family, I'm going to set them to the side because we just about know who our family is. We looking for specific information to come out. We got Chris or Christopher, and then the name Megan. We want to know who are connected to these Terrier bitches or the names that's listed in this video. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We got Julian, and we have Binoculars. We got Sister Noble and Panthersville Road. McClure, DeKalb Medical. Frederica or Frederick, Bad Chicks. Holly from SBDL, Cowboy RCB. Mob Ties, Tom Morris, New Jersey, Cynthia, Sergio, Sex Ring, Mary Worthen, First Avenue, Uncovering the Truth Oracle. Excuse me, y'all. Uncovering the Truth Oracle. Stallings, Tanya, CIA, Lily, Greater Memorial Hospital, Pool Creek, Jarvis. Let's get to the rest of the names. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I'm just calling them as I go now, y'all, because I want to go ahead and run through these instead of just waiting until I pull all of them. Any names that's connected to all these thefts, the Torotten hoes, and the 3 names that's on this video. Let's see what that came out. We got false marriages, prostitution ring, herpes, Daphne, Hora or Antoine, Laura Rachel, Kevin Laval Bosshall Williams, Building, Sput, Mike Edgewood, Pearls, Corn Park, Law or Mr. Robert, Caitlin May Marks, Calvin Swift, Randy Sample, interesting. Randy Sample, Rhonda, we're gonna leave Randy, I'm gonna leave HIV, A1, interesting. Randy Sample out here twice. I'm gonna leave them cards right there. I'm gonna talk about them in a minute. We got Bracola, Tisha, Bunny, Big, Alvin, Durty, Atlanta, Georgia, former Red Dog Cop Jackson, Infinity, Rashad Cox, Roderick DeWan McBride, AI or IA, and we just seen A1, Myth, Dillard, Clarkston, UK or KU, Boyer, Baby Leah, Pathological, Stephen, Michaela, Carmelita, Barnett or Lily, Erica. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. We got a boat, failed polygraph test, false documents. That's out here twice. We already seen false marriages too. Baby daddy, needle marks. And I just said they be injecting people with shit. The Nation of Islam, school teachers, Sabrina, Susan, Paul, attorney Christopher Miller, immigration violations, Precious, Macy O'Bice, Tony Dirty Dick Adams, or Faith His Death Adams, Johnny, spelled with a Y, Cossetta, he, she, Simmons, Freeman, Wannabe Morris, or Freeman Simmons, 3rd Avenue, Shanita, the Dick Eater, Bust Plastic at Your Own Risk, Pritchard, Postel, Morris, and ain't no telling who the fuck else she been, Safety Deposit Box, Saw Criminal Reads, Bronzewing's Cold Terrier. Now let's remember, I'm saying connected to Sweetie, Kenneboo, my uncles, family members, friends, thefts, victims, murders, anything that could come out of here. And there's a lot of people who watch these terrier people and know all the stuff that's going on. So I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. Motorcycle, Mimi, Kirkwood Road, Wyman Street, Charles James Truitt, Ricardo, Koala, Ho, Royal Lavelle Terrier. Okay, y'all, let me hurry up because I ain't going to go through all of these stacks. I'm just going to go where Spirit lead me. And then Spirit said drop the names first. I was going to get into some other cards, but I'm just going to drop the names first on this one. Cosmic Royal Family, Jeremy Morris or Work, Darnisha, Willie Donaldson, Andre, Strong, Spook, Peaches, Corey Eugene, or Lil Woe McClure, Toot, German Shepherd, Bobby, spelt with the Y, Bangkok, Hilltop Motel, 1985 to 1990, Franklin Morris, Stalker, Tory Little, Washington, D.C. Interesting. Tory Little and Randy Sample. So, them the same two people that was involved in my brother's situation. That's interesting. Kenneth Morris or Kenneboo, Big Jones, football coach, Brick House. That could be a nickname or it could be a brick house. Melinda Lester, Whitney, Tank, Bruh Ja. And a lot of these people that slept together too. Let's remember we seen sex rings and all type of stuff that came out in these cars. Bangkok dropped on the floor, so that must be something important. Bangkok dropped on the floor, so I don't know if that's something where they been stealing, because I did see that a lot of them, they went on trips over there. But who all was on the trip? And what was in Bangkok so bad that they had to get over there right after my dad died, or allegedly died? Because, I mean, we don't know who dead around this motherfucker. All right, let's get to the rest of the names. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We want to see who connected to all of this shit, who's stealing my money, trying to kill me, who been sent to stalk me, who been sent to talk this shit, set me up, whatever. And anybody else who could be involved, we got upstairs. We got Young Mozzie, DeKalb Avenue, ICU or UCI, or put it however you want to put it. We got Gregory Dillard Jr., and that could be Pork Chop, or Robert Dillard Jr., that's Jake. We got Hotels, Maddie Mae Power Reef, Rib Shack, Mason Avenue, Cedric, Inglewood, Masters Inn, Demetrius, Kiki Hall, Blood Rituals, the mayor, or a mayor. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. I hope everybody can hear me. Rooms 330 to 340. False flagging. The Karmic Circus Terriers. And let's remember, a lot of these hoes was put up here to go after the real readers, to stalk me and a number of other people. They had their hands involved in stealing shit. All you gotta do is watch these whole demeanors and the shit that they be saying when they get on these lives. Because a lot of them mad because a lot of other people are starting to pay attention to the cars and the names and stuff, and they put information together. Marshall and Joyce. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We'll let everybody else decide. Since y'all say y'all ain't stole nothing and ain't nobody bothering me and I'm crazy as hell and all that, we'll see. Because I know one thing, it's a lot of tarot readers and all these people that's watching this shit and been around for years and know exactly what's going on and who involved. Jonesboro South, Fish, or the nickname Fish, Josh Bice, Kirk, Baby Mama, DeKalb Police Department, Pop Truett, Lee Street. I'm gonna go in two more stacks. And then I'm going to close it out. I'm going to let these names marinate on these motherfuckers' heads since they want to talk. As a matter of fact, yeah, I ain't going to write number names down tonight, y'all. Names and little information. Like y'all said, put it where it fits. I ain't writing number names and information down tonight. I'll come back. This last one, I'm going to just go ahead and pull all the cards. I'm going to just pull out the cards. And I'm going to go back and see what everybody got to say. I've been up here. Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. All right. Sergeant Wyatt and Fidelity Bank just popped out just up at the top. So I'm going to make sure I put that right there. Sergeant Wyatt and Fidelity Bank. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Whatever stacks I'm told to touch tonight, I'm going to just go ahead and pull them from now. And then I'm going to call them all out. And I'll be back up here. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. If you would like to support the channel, the information is always in the chat. I haven't had time to put it at the bottom of the screen. This one popped out. Let me see what it is. Mineral rights thieves and Hawkins. Mineral rights thieves and Hawkins. It popped out by itself, so that's why I put it to the side. Mineral rights thieves and Hawkins. So that could be somebody's last name. And, you know, some people who be messing with folks' land and shit like that. They might be stealing oil or the water. You know, when you own land, everything on the land belongs to you. So I'm just saying, you know, people need to check their documents. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. I'm writing down the connections, names, dirty family secrets. They could be government officials. I went through careers when I first came in. Now I'm putting down names, information. This could be locations. This could be a family member. This could be from down the 1950s, the 60s. I mean, this shit been going on. It didn't just start. We got Jeff and informants. Anything that pop out by itself, I'm going to go ahead and call it out. We got Sheila and Chipley. All right, I'm going to get them one more stack. And then I'm going to call the rest of these names out. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Albany and Natalie. Masons. Stolen cars. And Gwen. All right, let me get to the rest of them. We got Black Sun. Prejudice. Toya. Violation of Foreign Registration Act. And we already seen a couple of attorneys that came out of here. We got Florida. Mental health. Naomi. Rooming houses. Oliver. Weed. Bank of America. Dunwoody. Bank robbery. Yolanda. Beer bottles. Allie. James Earl Burnett Jr., Alex, Donna Whitehead, DeKalb County Clerk, arrested, Gynocracy Takeover, Calhoun, Lakeisha Travis, Tempest, Gibson, Antoine or Ant, Jernigan, AIDS, Sylvia, Renee, Morris, Funky Pussy Cock Shy. Interesting, it came out right after AIDS. Tila, Annie Lewis, Louis, Decatur, LaShonda Lockhart, Peachtree Street, Daryl, 2015 and 2020. Dead, Suave Boss, or AKA Hog False, Fat Mama or Venetia Hurd, National Guard, Keisha Carter, Brescia, Politics, Candy spelled with a Y, Victoria Harrington, the AIDS infested, wicked ass stepmama from hell, Snup Nup, rooms 320 to 330. Green Eyes, somebody got green eyes, and that could be their nickname. Beaton, Lakeisha Carter, Cornflower, Moonflower, Gates, Police. Hold on a second. Who is it? Hold on. Who is it? Who is it? What's up, sweetie?
What's up? Oh, 308. I'm looking around.
Okay.
I'm sorry, mama.
How you doing tonight?
All right. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Sorry, y'all. That was one of my neighbors. And they be switching rooms. All right, now let me see where I left off at. Cornflower, Moonflower, Lakeisha Carter, Police, Gates, Mississippi, Jelly, 1965 to 1970, Hares, Ambulance, Atlanta, Burglaries, Kirkwood Elementary School, Rituals, Wealthy Woman, Melrich, Nico, Antonio, Newports, Orgy or Orgies, Gloria, Janice, Janis, rooms 210 to 220, Aunt Ethel, Juicy, NBPP, Properties, Brother, Sonya, Gangster Disciples, Sabrina Slayton, LaGrange, Georgia, rooms 140 to 150, Tracking Devices, Betty spelled with a Y, and Rosewood, DeKalb County Probate Court, Emily M. Gail, spelled with the Gail, Counter East, Ohio, Cocaine, Winston Manor, Down by Law, Disaster, Tiffany, East Lake Meadows, The Spiritual Savage, Sharmika, Rock Out Here Again, Angela Near, Ricky Lee, Dread, Maze, and those could be nicknames. Or somebody could have Dreads or whatever, and somebody's nickname could be Maze. Or their real name. Scottdale, Nikki Map, Shannon, Citizens Trust Bank, Mechanicsville, Georgia, Uncle Sam, Jonathan Reese, Nawana, Slavery, Houston, Chubby or Cubby, Wrongful Convictions, Genital, a Creep, Indiana, Embezzlement, Gary Jones, Chance, Benjamin Simmons Jr., Yanga Nkrumah, Ibn, the fake Muslim, Martin, Edgewood, Asia, Jellyfish, John Reese, Papoose, Cobb, MC Shadi, Sinetta Studios, Allen Temple, Nelson, Getaway, September, Matthew, Kemp, March, Sugar Mama, GBI, Boulevard Drive, Atlanta, Georgia, Dreadhead Bitch, Charles Sanders, Fake Terrier Readers, Dion, Intuitive Master 11, Air Force, Beer Cans, Wanda spelled with the A, Down Low, Herndon Homes, Stops, Cuts, Dumpster, Kaya, Brian, Reynolds, Sierra spelled with the C, Alice Mosley Morris, Tribes, Baxter, Watkins Funeral Home, Zone 3, Woody, Home Insurance Fraud, Deerwood, Dirt Bites, Nene, Counter Road, Health Problems, Greater Homes, Roger, Jack, Whitehead, Columbia Drive, Hood, Dee, Game Room, Gold, John Hope, Manchester Arms, Tukey, Poison, T.I.T, Millions, Bus Drivers, Perkins, Karmic Indus 1010, Attorney Beverly Taylor, Arson, Cupcake Can Be a Boy, Kawana, Sunset Lodge, George, Meridia Davis Johnson, Planted Evidence, Sex Trafficking, South Carolina Probation Courts or Probate Courts, and Nino Brown. I'm going to leave it right there. I was going to call some more out, but I'm going to leave it right there. Because there's so many people involved in this shit. I'll be up until tomorrow. Y'all like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button and watch these motherfuckers. And I will be back with more names. I'm going to start just breaking the individual names down. And they all connected. And a lot of these people names in his victims. Like children and shit from way back in the day. Some of these folk were missing and murdered children. Some of these women was missing, never found, names that they came out here. Some of these folk family members and stuff that just mysteriously died or came up missing or something like that. So, like I saw Tom and Jeffrey Morris and like all of this shit came out here. And then you got Maze and the Rib Shack and a lot of this stuff is definitely clues. And, anybody else who involved in this. And let's remember, it's just as many, real readers and seers or family members that's still loyal and shit like that as it is with everybody else. But it's also a bunch of these motherfuckers out here that's fake as hell. Myra, Ohio again. Animal missing. Maybe somebody animal's missing. Trick, which is a disease. Chanel. Jake again. Dun. Baby. Rooms 340 to 350. 2000 to 2005. Mo P. Derek Lee. Ginger and Juicy. Nuki. Pittsburgh, Georgia. Rebecca. J. Prince. Dexter. Conspiracy. Big Gator. John Boy. Kenya Sertia Worthen. Marty. Cat spelled with a K. Violation of oath. Tina and Laura. Bitcoin. Cough. Nut Nut. Flying Nuns. Lakeview. Rico. Rio. My apologies. Rio. Vermont. Husky. Florida Probation Courts. Laugh Now, Cry Later Terry. Edenton or Eaton. Abuse the Parent. Skin. Oregon. Bam Bam. Melody spelled with a Y. Leroy. 0 to 100. Xavier. Bear Cooper. Solomon. Minnesota. Gerald. Summer. A Witch. North Carolina. North Dakota. IKEA. Zone 5. Remy Ma. Melta Harvey, age 14. Lorenzo. Scars. Fat Shit. That could be somebody's nickname. Nuki out here again. April. Lolita. Alaska. Ayana Dent. America's Best Value In. Solar Mine, 1955 to 1960. Malachi Z. York. Doris. Danger. Honey. Kyron. New Hampshire. Cigars. Todd and the North Side. That was all what was left, y'all. I'll be back up here. I might give me a little rest tonight. I'm tired. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. If I see some smart shit, though, I will be back up here. All these motherfuckers do is cackle, and every time they run their mouth. Let me ask a few questions before I leave up out of here. I've heard my name mentioned over there. I heard Shanita, the reason why I put this avatar up. You mentioned Sydney. Sydney Akins. Is that who you talking about? Dawood, whatever you call himself. You know, I'm just trying to see if you want to, address that, because how would you know who Sydney Akins is? And I'm going to stay quiet for a minute. I'm going to be quiet about it right now. If you don't know who I am, how would you know that specific name to throw out at the end of one of your videos? I also heard my name mentioned in a couple of videos as well over there recently. I'm just saying, y'all steady talking shit about people, but you swear you don't know nobody. And you got one bitch who just swears she tough and be sitting up there talking all that tough tone and shit. Just be talking tough than a motherfucker. But I guess that's easy to do when you're not even within, you know what I'm saying, bus reach, bitch, because you're not around me. So I'm going to just let y'all continue to cackle like the hens that y'all are. Yeah. I'm going to leave them right there. I want them to think about this shit. And like I said, yeah, bitch, I be watching and listening to all what y'all saying. Let me hear some funny shit. I'm going to be right back up here with some more information. Because one thing I know for sure, people around y'all can connect the dots. And you know if you done stole somebody's shit, You know if you done been involved in some bullshit, you know everything that's going on. Ain't nobody gotta tell y'all fucking roles y'all play. Y'all get up here and try to get amnesia and talk that shit and talk that shit. And then when a motherfucker is ignoring your bitch ass, you think you getting away with something. Then when I come up here and put it all out, you feel stupid. Y'all, let me get the fuck up out of here. Y'all know what it is. It's the life, the hate you give, the infinite, fearful environments. It fucks everybody. And we don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers until they give a fucks about us. All this smart ass shit about what y'all ain't gonna give back and all of that. Y'all hoes sound stupid as fuck. And there's a lot of people out here don't mind going to jail, fucking somebody up, or none of that about their shit. I just want y'all to know that. Make that shit make sense. That's why I said no. Hold on, y'all. All y'all hoes quit all that wolf talking because y'all ain't finna do shit. Let me say it again. I don't know how much y'all heard or what you did confirm without the phone. You bitches ain't finna do nothing. Quit talking about somebody turning their camera on. I'ma say it again just in case you didn't hear me. If motherfuckers already got tracking devices and shit on people's own shit, you got all these motherfuckers who you done planted around the motherfucking all of that. Why y'all hoes ain't showing y'all things? fuck somebody turning on camera. I'm finna get up out of here, but just like I said, y'all hold do all that talk. Y'all the main one stalking everybody, tracking everybody's devices. You can go up there 3,000 times a day and report all that type of shit. But y'all hoes always talking about, don't nobody turn their camera on. This person don't want to be seen and all of that shit, but you don't want to be seen. Turn your camera off, bitch, and come outside. That's what you do. Sit behind glass, bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time to be reaching out, touching no bitch through no